Hey everyone, today we're going to do something pretty special. This is actually going to be me unboxing my own game. So I partnered up with Limited Run Games to get physical editions made. The Switch ones were sent out to people a while ago and the PS5 were a bit delayed. But I just got my copies today and we're going to dig in and have a look at them. So this is my game 8-Bit Adventures 2. This is a Japanese style RPG in the vein of Final Fantasy. As the name implies, it's basically all sort of got a enhanced NES aesthetic to it. So we'll take a bit of a look at the game as we go through, but we'll start off with the PS5 version, which has this incredible cover art by Ryan Jampole, who is a comic book artist who's worked on things like Sonic and Archie and Mega Man comics. So chances are you've seen his work before, and this just looks absolutely incredible to my mind. I already cut the plastic wrap so that we could have an easier time getting it off, although I can still be a little finicky. Yeah, I know I put 9 years into making this game, and it's pretty surreal to actually have a physical copy sitting in front of me. But also the plastic wrap is being a little tricky. There we go, so there it is. Yeah, no, I'm very, very happy with that. How that turned out and how that printed. On the side, we've got this nice little sort of, no, it's not the logo. The logo, unfortunately, couldn't actually fit on the side, but, Limited Run found this really nice middle ground. And then on the back, we have basically this great scene from the ship graveyard in the game, as well as some of the special sprite animations from the trio attacks, so we can see Robot firing Charlie up here and Emma and Mage combining their powers over here, as well as an evil version of the warrior character. And we've got like characters, or enemies I should say, from the game down there. Let me just turn that light off. So yeah, we got a grinning Ember and some screenshots of the game. So this is Limited Run number 130 on PlayStation 5. Now if we open up, we actually see quite a few things. This turned out really nicely. So obviously on the disc we have some artwork from the game of another trio attack, so all these different attacks where you can combine powers between characters, as well as a bit of a title screen in the background. Hang on, let me get my hand out of the way. Very nice. And then we actually see as well, we have a reversible cover. So we have the original artwork that was created for the game by Ryan on the other side. So if you prefer that, you can have that. This was actually specifically created for the actual physical editions, but this we made, I want to say back in 2017 or 2018, a long time ago now. So that's really cool. I love that they included that detail. And we do get a little bit of a manual. So this is all text that I wrote. Well, originally, quite a long time ago, I made sort of a fake instruction manual as a promotional gimmick. And so a lot of the text from that was used, and I just updated it and touched it up and made things sound a little better in some cases. But we've got all the face graphics of the main characters. We've got the Glitch, who's our villain. We've got this incredible Starry Night scene from the game with a burning village. We've got the Leviathan, and obviously we've got all the controls. And then we go through characters. So some characters basically they come from the first 8-Bit Adventures, and so they were all named by the player. So Warrior and Thief, that just means they're named by the player. But yeah, this turned out really well too. And yeah, Mage, Emma, Charlie, and Robot. So Robot is another one of the ones that you can name. So it's a bit of a middle ground between the classic naming scheme of old RPGs where you could name some, you can name some characters but not all of them. Charlie is an interesting one because he was an NPC in 8-Bit Adventures 1, so he sort of had the name carry over, so I had to sort of figure out a middle ground. And then we get a little bit of a bestiary. So, yeah, we go through some of the enemies and give them fun little descriptions, like, Crush, a big rock who likes to crush things. If Crush had to describe himself, he couldn't, because he can't talk. Makes you wonder why he has a mouth, really. Just all these little silly things that speak to my sense of humour. And we get some more, yeah, on this page. No, but it's all very high quality. It's very glossy, I think you'd say. And yeah, in the original version of the manual that I did, 2017 or 2018, this was all narrated by our save point character. So that's why it sort of has the, warrior? Well, wait, that can't be right, can it? It was sort of, spoken as dialogue. And of course we've got obligatory bat up there. Has big dreams of becoming a memorable monster, but is sadly just a run-of-the-mill bat. It's hard to be extraordinary when you're obligatory. And then on the back we've got the limited run logo and our original artwork of everyone on the airship. So that's a really nice package. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I sort of had some involvement and sort of gave some approvals, but you never sort of know how these things are going to turn out in the flesh. And of course they had their own team of designers working on it as well. So, all right, let's open up the Switch version. This was by far the most popular version, which I completely understand. I love playing RPGs on my Switch. I think it just always seems to be the perfect platform for it. But yeah, Ryan really designed the artwork so that it would scale on both a PS5 and a Switch box, so you get this really nice long form version of it. Okay, so on the side, of course, being a Switch game, you have the same font, and the same positioning on every single game, so it fits right in with your collection. And limited run. And so, of course, it's the same back of the box. But you can see down here it is the 271st Switch limited run game. So, obviously we've had a lot of Switch games, and the PS5 hasn't been out for quite as long yet. But yes, so on the back we've got the text: an exciting emotional tribute to the golden age of JRPGs, turn-based battles plus pixels with personality. We tried quite a few things in that space. Unfortunately, it was a little hard to fit much text, and you can see it is a little small, but it was hard to try and fit anything sort of meaningful about the game on there. Okay, so inside this looks really nice too. So we've actually still got the reversible cover on Switch. I love that detail. And we've got our little Switch cartridge. Yeah, this is really quite surreal for me. I started talking to Limited Run in 2020, and it's been a long road to get here, so it feels pretty special. But yeah, this is just a bit of the cloud background from the airship artwork. So if I take out the, very gently take out the manual. Oh, I think we're just a little stuck. Well, you can't really see it on this one, but on the, here we go, on the back of the manual. So that bit of cloud, that was what I suggested they end up using for the cartridge, just because they needed something very simple, that didn't take up much space and sort of, still felt like it fit the color scheme and all that. So yeah, it turned out pretty well. I think it's pretty vibrant. And yeah, so we get reversible cover and we get the manual, which is the same thing, but just... Actually, I'm curious, how much smaller is it? Because I obviously the box size does dictate that, but yeah, okay, so it's just like that compared to the PS5. But obviously all the same info. The difference is you get the Switch controllers, the Joy-Cons. But apart from that, everything is the same. So yeah, no, finally, after, as I say, 9 years working on this game, yeah, where we've made it to physical, and I'm really, really happy with how these turned out. So looking forward to putting these with the collection and putting them on the shelf, as always. And yeah, I've been thinking about doing more unboxing videos in general again, but when these came in, it's like, well, I was always an unboxing YouTube channel, so how appropriate to unbox my own game, and yeah, I really don't know what could be more special on the channel than that? So these were limited, so you had to pre-order them back in December and January. I believe that Video Games Plus is going to have some stock, and I think Limited Run might still have a few that they'll put up for sale at some stage. But yeah, really, just keep a close eye out if you would like to get one of these for yourself. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'm sorry that I sort of came back briefly in December and then disappeared again. Things have been very, very busy. I just announced a new game in May, so lots going on. But yeah, thank you for sharing in this sort of first look at the physical editions with me, and I hope you have a great week.